So what would your guys' reactions be if you were like, this isn't like a hallucination, this is happening. You're you're like very high and you just like look over and there's just a lion in the room. Just like a big cat.
Are you
A
asking like
lion.
what
What
would our
would you
reactions
do?
be if
Yeah, if you were
What would I
extremely
do?
high.
Uh,
If you
I
were
think I would stay
extremely high.
as still as
Yeah,
I
I'd be
could.
in shock.
All right, welcome back to episode 8, is it, of the Off the Gourd
Yeah.
podcast
Ooh.
featuring your favorite boys. We were just discussing how we would respond to the very real scenario of being
This is
high
very
and
real.
encountering a lion.
I think you're forgetting
Next to
the fact
you.
that you're gonna be so high.
All right, so okay,
Like,
could you repeat the
it's gonna
scenario
take
again?
a second. It's gonna take a second to register. So like, we're chilling, all right. Say we got the bong going. We're like 5 bowls in. We're like fucking shredding the shit. We're high as fuck. Or like, I don't know. Or like you took an edible or something. But just some way to get you, like think about how like the highest you've ever been. And then you're chilling on the
Yeah.
couch with the boys or by yourself. I guess the situation would change depending. For now, let's just say that we're all like chilling, and then we just like look over, and there's just a lion, like a real lion. It's just standing there in the room, or it like walks in.
What
What
would
I
you
mean, I
do?
guess if we all saw the lion and acknowledged that there was a lion there, I think I'd like have a panic attack. Like I might
Yeah, but
just
like
die of
think
the heart
about
attack
think
before
about like
the
how
lion
like your
kills me.
reaction. Think about like your reaction time,
It's
like,
over.
and
Okay,
it's
if
gonna
that thing
take
wants
a
to kill
minute
me,
to.
I am not standing in its way.
It's
Like,
gonna
Yeah,
take a
no
second
way.
for it to like register. Like, wait a minute.
was it like teleported here, so it's as surprised as we are?
No. It's just a
Do we
completely
both have
normal
like a
lion.
second
It just
to like
happens
figure
to be
this
in
out?
your house. It was teleported in there, but it's not confused.
You know what?
It's just there.
I think we're thinking about it wrong. We gotta get him in the rotation.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay,
This man's thinking.
only if it's that lion from Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
No, I want a feral
Aslan?
lion.
Okay, Aslan would be in the Dream Blunt
I want a
rotation.
feral
lion.
lion.
Yeah.
We just like hope
Straight
that
from
we
the
can
pride.
like connect with it on like a psionic level. So is that like
Imagine.
is that the
Bro,
bet we're making?
I want to talk to a lion about free will.
Yeah,
Do
I
lions
think
have?
lions have free will.
Probably.
I don't know. Do they have a conscience?
They have like instinctual obligations.
If they have instinctual obligations, I do not think that's free will.
Bro, we all have instinctual obligations.
Yeah, ours are just more complex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we all are also capable of acting in free will on other things. Breathing is not free will. We are forced to do that.
Yeah,
But
it's
not
true.
me, bro.
But I think like you can expand that, right?
But
like
well, I'm saying like breathing is like we have some things that like we're forced to do, but then like we're also smart and conscious and intelligent to where we're able to choose what we want to do.
Lions
Do cats
are
have that same
probably
level
that
of thinking?
intelligent. Like, I don't know. Lions are probably that intelligent.
do you
I
think they
think
can
so.
love?
They're big predators. They gotta know.
I think lions can love.
And they have like
think so?
social structures.
Can it love us?
I mean, they're just big cats.
Cats, some cats love us.
But like, see, the thing is,
Yeah.
like, you even hear when in these like situations where like a super rich, kid gets a lion, like it's like a domesticated lion, like it grows up with them.
No,
They're
this
like
is
it's like
a
a symbol
feral.
of power, and then it eventually. I'm just like on the idea of like, can a lion love? And then these like lions, they like in all these stories, you just hear that it ends with them like the lion just has a freak out one day, or like the ape has a freak out one day, and it mauls the owner. So like, could they ever love their owner? Do you think it's possible for like a feral animal to love a human?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Love is love. Love wins, bro. It's also like, you know, we'd be talking about bestiality.
What?
What?
when,
What?
when, no, when. But when we're talking about humans and animals, but we never talk about it when it's the other way around. Do animals understand bestiality? Do they know it's wrong?
Dude, dolphins like use like fish as fleshlights.
Dolphins
Yeah.
rape people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
seals.
Dolphins do like dolphins are straight up menaces, and they can like kill you too. I'm pretty sure. Like
Yeah.
if they do that, they'll kill you, or they can at least injure you.
Definitely.
So
Have you
do not
seen the
get too
video of
close.
the monkey jerking himself off with a frog?
No.
No.
What?
Anyways,
I've seen a dude jerk himself off with a McChicken.
Whoa.
I never.
I see. I heard about that video going around, but
I
I
never
never
saw
got
it.
around to it. Yeah,
Neither
The
did
McCum
I.
dump.
but here, I'll send you guys you know, the frog.
I've never
one.
seen Two Girls, One Cup.
Awesome.
Really?
Never?
Yeah, never seen it.
Have the rest of us seen it?
Yeah.
Has that confirmed
You
to
guys seen?
be fake? I feel like I heard that.
No.
I feel like I heard that it was like confirmed to be like a very well faked thing, or maybe it's just conspiracy.
Even if it's fake, there's like real stuff out there, bro.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's stuff way worse on the internet, I'm sure, than Two Girls,
Yeah.
One Cup. I've seen people
One guy,
die.
one jar.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
just seen
no,
straight up
That's
deaths.
that one.
Yeah, that one is just a guy sticks a glass jar in his ass, and then it breaks.
Oh.
Speaking of
Oh.
asses,
All right,
Howie
I gotta see
Mandel,
this
huh?
monkey jerking off.
Howie Mandel just straight up posting prolapsed anuses on his
Oh
TikTok.
my. Oh, that was crazy.
So that was real. I mean, did that not get taken down?
Oh,
immediately?
it's down now. It is down now.
But it wasn't edited. Like he actually posted that for
Yes,
real.
he actually posted that for real.
That's so fascinating.
Wow.
Did he like?
Just an
Has he
actual-
commented on it since? Has he said why?
No, he has not mentioned anything. He's just acting like it didn't happen.
That's awesome.
Like he didn't just post a prolapse anus asking if this is related to COVID. It took me a minute
yeah,
to
that's
figure
kinda
out what it
genius.
was when Jackson said it. I was like looking. I was like, "What am I looking at?" At first I thought it was someone's like head that was blown off.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what it was. I thought it was maybe like a flower or something.
And then
but
like once I like noticed the tissue
Mhm.
around the outside, I was like, "Oh fuck! I know what that is. I don't like that. Why would you do that?"
Dude, I'm looking at the comments of that monkey using a frog to jerk off video, and the very last comment when I scroll all the way down, posted 8 months ago, says, "Lamau, is that a hamster?" Did not spell hamster right. When the title's literally 8 masturbating with a frog.
Bro, maybe there's a hamster.
yeah, can you prove it's a frog though?
True. I have to inspect further.
Dude, so I was in Michigan this past weekend, and I was watching. They got cable TV there, so I'm partaking in the media that I do not normally partake in. Got to watch a lot of Family Feud. But
Oh.
the next day I was watching SpongeBob. Bro, shit's straight up crazy,
SpongeBob.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
I was watching an episode where Patrick, it's his dream to be a horse, and so he just decides he's going to start being a horse.
What?
and he's just a horse
Is
the
this like
whole
a newer
episode.
episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
do the later seasons get weird? Because I mean, like SpongeBob was definitely always weird, but it was just more like absurdist funny. Um,
It's
I
crazy.
wish. Is there any like kids? I know we aren't like are in that audience, but are there any kid shows today that are kind of like SpongeBob, where it's tolerable as an adult? Like I think of things like Paw Patrol, and I
I don't
can't get
watch. I
much out
don't
of that.
keep up with. I don't keep up with
Yeah.
cartoons anymore.
Can't
I
say
mean,
I
I
am
still think
aware.
SpongeBob's pretty good. It is still pretty absurd. Oh, no! One of the episodes I watched, he ate like a spoiled Krabby Patty and got like drugged and started hallucinating a giant hamster, who then tried to eat all of the people in Bikini Bottom. Dude was straight up
What?
hallucinating.
The whole
Shit's
episode was that
absurd.
hallucination.
Big hamster.
Bro, have you
His
guys
name was
seen the SpongeBob Mrs. Puff like the just the theories on her background?
Oh yeah.
Those
What's the
videos
thought
are
there?
I am too sauced to explain it
Bro.
fully
This
right
man
now,
is
Yeah.
if I'm
straight
I
gone.
honest.
also forget what the theory was.
All right, so
You
there's
just
a
know that
theory
it-
involving Mrs. Puff. It's crazy. I'm taking your word for it.
Well, isn't it like it has to do with like her husband? Because like we see that
Well,
in
theory.
in that one. I know there is one that has to do with her husband because we see in that one clip he got turned into like a lamp.
yeah. But the one I saw was like she had like a boating incident in another town and had to like skip town and move to Bikini Bottom and had been in jail for a period of time and then like has come back out and SpongeBob is like her nightmare because she failed. The reason she got the boating incident was because she failed, like some student of hers crashed in that city. It's just
Is it like
something ridiculous.
purgatory?
And how did they like glean this information? You know, like is this just a
Have you
shot
heard
in the
the-
dark, like based off of nothing,
No,
or
there's
do they
whole,
have like
like,
evidence to
little,
back
like-
it up?
They found some evidence. There's whole
Okay.
like news article presentations in it.
Have you guys heard the skin suit theory?
No.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's like everyone in Bikini Bottom wears a skin suit because there
Whoa.
are multiple instances in the show where the people will just take their skin off and like there will be another fish underneath. Like they'll unzip their skin or like they'll take their head off.
Or a gorilla?
Interesting.
Yeah, or a gorilla. But they're like lifelike. Like they don't look fake, they're lifelike. So the only explanation is that they're
Oh.
wearing skin suits.
Well,
They're
there's also
wearing
those,
actual skin.
there's also those episodes where like the Neptune's moon comes by and devolves everyone
Mm-hmm.
every like 100 years.
Yeah,
What is
and
that
they
about?
just turn into real fish.
I'm
Is
sorry,
it?
that was an episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't it
There's
like
an
I
episode.
don't remember that one.
It's a newer one.
isn't the
Oh,
reason
okay.
that they are all like they have a fish society that like they're in some nuclear like area of the water? Like is
That's
Bikini
the
Bottom,
theory.
like a test site?
That because
Isn't
Bikini
like
Bottom
that
is
in real life?
located. The Bikini Bottom is located in the Bikini Atoll, which had a lot of nuclear tests done. So it's never been like acknowledged or anything, but it's just a theory that because there were so many nuclear tests done there that it evolved the fish to be able to be intelligent. It's just purely based off location, and
Is
it's
it
a fun
Steven-
little theory.
Hillenbrand, is that the name of the creator?
Steven Hillenberg.
Yeah. It'd be
Paul
awesome
Tibbett
if
did
on
something.
his deathbed he was just like, it's all true. You know, like
That
Mrs.
would
Puff
be
is a
awesome.
convict and like it was nuclear waste and they all wear skin suits.
Rest
Acknowledges
in
it all.
peace.
Plunges the
Rest in
world into
peace,
chaos as
homie.
he leaves it. Yeah. True King. Original SpongeBob.
real.
I haven't watched much of the new stuff. But
It's fun still. It's not like as clever and like special as the first like 3 or 4 seasons, but It's fun though. Like I'm not bored watching it. It's still SpongeBob. They got like 13 seasons of it on Amazon Prime. I just found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, might
I didn't
be
know
worth.
that.
That's a good like background show.
Yeah. Family Guy, Family Man. Did you guys look at the James Webb picture?
Yes, I
I
watched the
saw
live
Yeah.
what you
stream
sent.
for that.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit's crazy. And there's like some of the planets are like warping because of like gravitational like
Lensing.
uh lensing
They
and
use that
like
technique to.
certain stuff's like literally some of the first galaxies ever being formed.
Yeah, they
It's
use that
so
technique.
clear.
Hmm.
It looked to me more like an artistic representation of space than a picture of space.
It is, but it
I
is a
don't,
picture of space.
yeah, that's the
If
crazy
you can
part.
if you it's crazy putting it up next to the Hubble picture, like just seeing how much more detailed it is. And it's like you can tell that it's the same area of space. Like you can match the pictures up. And it's like, oh wow, look at how detailed these are. Like just looking through them, you can just like pick out like just a galaxy. Just like pick out any galaxy. It's like, yeah, that one looks fucking rad.
All right, but when's NASA gonna bring out the alien? You know they got an alien. When's he
There's
coming out?
definitely. I think I was talking with Jackson about this. We were playing like Fortnite or something, or I don't know who I was talking to about this. But I was talking about how if there are obviously there's aliens out there, but I'm thinking that if there is like intelligent life like us, I feel like they probably do just look like us, and they probably evolve very similarly to us. Because even though,
Depending. Nah, there are
well,
definitely crab people.
because
For
this is
sure.
my thinking is that we're still considered to be a very rare thing. Like in the like vastness of the universe, life is still rare. Like there's probably a ton of life out there, but when you take the entire universe into consideration, it's still a very rare phenomenon, and it has to fit a certain criteria to even maintain life like us. Like think about how rare the Earth is. So I'm
Hmm.
thinking that if it's such a rare thing to happen, then there's very few ways in which it can happen. So more than likely, they'll just
Like
like they would just end up looking like us, pretty much.
maybe there's some steps where like primates have to evolve or something, or primates are
Like that.
usually
Like
the ones.
obviously stuff could be a little different, but I feel like largely they will just look like us because life is such a rare phenomenon in general that I feel like for there to be life, it's gonna just be pretty similar to how we are.
Well, but then also, like, what if that life existed on a planet that doesn't have much land? Then, like, primates wouldn't be the ones who, like, get to fully evolve. It'd be like a, if there was sentient life, it'd be underwater.
Yeah, but what if
True.
it can't be? Like what if it won't like I don't know, like what if our bodies won't even or life
What if
won't even evolve like that?
like aquatic life isn't just straight up isn't capable of evolving into
Or just like
complex?
like like
Dude,
like it just
there are
has to
definitely
happen this
shark
way.
people.
There are probably shark
Hidden
people
way
in this
down there.
planet.
Yeah, dude,
We know more about space than we do
Atlantis
the
is
ocean.
real. It's in the deep ocean. There are shark people. It's gonna be a mess if we find it.
What's in the trench, bro?
See,
You need
He's
to
nuts.
why
go
won't they tell
deeper.
us what's in the trench?
Damn Daniel is in the trench.
Imagine
He's got
living
his
off the
vans.
geothermal vents. It's damn Daniel.
Do you guys think the Titanic was have you guys heard that like theory or I don't know if it's a theory or if it's actually a fact about the Titanic being like switched out at the last minute, so it technically wasn't the Titanic that got sunk. It was its sister ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Is that real or is that just a theory?
I think it's just a theory, but the evidence is pretty
same.
compelling.
But
But
wasn't the
But you,
Titanic made kind of shoddily anyways, after all?
yeah, probably.
yeah, yeah, I feel like that's it's probably not true. It's probably one of those cases where like either the
Super
facts
coincidental.
do seem like are coincidental or facts have been made up to make it seem more like concrete. I mean,
That's
because yeah,
concrete,
it's a very
baby.
morbid idea of like because the idea was that they wanted it to sink so that they could claim insurance on it, which
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is like you
Wow.
know capitalists can be evil, but like but that seems a bit extreme.
What's your
Like
guys'
especially because
favorite?
they didn't have enough lifeboats and shit. Like you'd think if they at least if they knew it was gonna sink, they'd put enough lifeboats on there.
No, because they're evil
Yeah.
capitalists.
Not
They
Saving
don't.
the
money.
evil ones.
Um, what's your guys' favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh, my favorite is that. All right, so like big stone mesas,
Hmm.
like they just come up, they're like big platforms. Is that those used to be real trees, like how big trees used to be, and all the trees now are not real trees.
Bro, what?
Like mesas used to be
But it's
fucking
a
trees,
rock.
and they used to cover the earth.
It's a rock.
It's not a boulder.
Hardened
It's a
over
rock.
time into stone. I don't know.
I think my one of my favorites is definitely the Paul McCartney is dead theory. That one's
Who's the other
great.
one that they like the another celebrity that they thought was replaced? It wasn't Britney Spears, was it? No, it's
Avril
Avril Lavigne.
Lavigne.
Mean.
I believe that one.
I think she was replaced.
I think Paul
But
McCartney
yeah,
was replaced. The evidence is too damning. It's
I
way too
think like
coincidental.
my winners are just any like ancient aliens one. Like ancient aliens helped build the pyramid, or like ancient aliens,
The pyramids were
tampered
crazy
with
for
our
their time.
DNA because apparently there's at least some consensus among scientists that like the timeline of like between the development from primate to human seems like too fast for the like understood evolutionary rate. So
Interesting.
like so that's where things like the stoned ape theory come into place because it's like people
Fill
think
that
that
gap.
because you have to explain this gap, right? Like how did like consciousness develop so quickly, and then like what could have sped that up?
Straight up
Okay, well maybe they take
conscious.
like mind altering substances that allow them to like think on a meta level, and that expands like thought capacity and creates consciousness.
Do you ever think about how everybody's just NPCs?
That's it,
Because
dude. We're
because
all programmed. We don't have free will.
no, anybody that is not you is an
Like,
NPC because they're all non-playable characters.
I mean,
So you
yeah,
guys are all NPCs.
but I think like we're NPCs too, man. Like we
Yeah,
come
that's
into
what I just
this
said. You are.
world. Yeah.
I'm the
No,
real
you
one.
too. You're
No.
not the real one. We're all NPCs. We come in, we're programs, man. We're algorithms that respond to our environment, and so it's just like when we're born, like we're programmed to respond to whatever stimuli we're given by our parents, and like we never really have control over that relationship. It's just our programming evolving with the environmental inputs that it gets, but like you can and so that creates like kind of what we'd call like conditioning, right? Like you act certain ways in certain situations. You are scripted. uh but like and then like mind altering drugs can take you out of that, right? I think. And it's not just
so you
like
react
mind altering
differently.
drugs. Like seems to be a phenomenon with like meditation too. Like in certain states of meditation you achieve like brain wave patterns very like similar to someone on psilocybin or like LSD. But like when you take these drugs, it's more like you kind of get like the zoom out. You do like you do. at least I tend to, and I think you guys as well. Most people like tend to, especially with psychedelics, and weed kind of fits that category. Like you start to question like why you think certain ways and why we just take certain things for granted. And and I don't know, man. I think that's how you that's it's a way to gain free will is to like to take control or to step back and then understand your process, and then you can like from that perspective work to change that process. And like we're seeing that with psychedelics and marijuana getting introduced into like therapy, especially like with trials going on in Oregon where that stuff's all decriminalized now. It's producing really interesting results.
Fuck,
Promising.
Absolutely.
You just
dude.
said a lot of words.
You lost me like halfway through it, and as you were talking, my edible kicked in.
All right, did anyone like? We'll have to go back on this later and like make sure I was like coherent in that. Anyone like kind of follow?
I
My
got
vision
you,
was
bro.
getting fuzzy,
Okay,
and my body
that's
was getting fuzzy.
did that make sense, Ethan?
Yeah. No, they've been like introducing those trials because it gives people like a different perspective. Like they can think about, like you said, it kind of breaks their cycle. They can think about their patterns and actions differently.
And then like yeah, work to fix them from a new perspective rather than like from within the framework.
Sometimes I just think about patterns.
Yeah, man.
You guys remember sitting on the toilet? The song, the video,
Yes.
Yeah,
bro. That
I
shit was
remember.
funny as fuck.
Sitting on the toilet.
Anyways, I was just thinking about that.
Going from like like how like altering your consciousness is your one way to gain free will, and then it's just like yeah,
That
sitting on the
was my
toilet
that was my consciousness having free will.
because man, you're stepping outside your programming.
Fuck.
You're questioning the
Speaking of
programming, and you can
speaking
change it.
of that, bro. Speaking of things that are sentient and living and may or may not have an agenda. Have you guys heard about how like a nuisance tumbleweeds are? Apparently, like they just like attack houses and like start
What?
fires and
No
like
way.
no, like they are
Yeah, they're a
in the
serious problem.
in the U.S. they are classified as an invasive species. They grow with one their one intent is to grow and then they tumble. And like they're
They're
spreading their
just like
seeds when
spreading
they
their.
tumble. But like they also seek out certain areas. And so they end up like being in I saw a picture of like a
You say the
house that was
weeds are
just covered.
seeking out areas.
Yeah, like they seek out ideal areas for growth.
They can
I'm gonna be
tumble in
honest.
certain ways.
I did not know that tumbleweeds were like a species of plant.
I didn't either.
I thought that shit was just
There's
tumbling
there's like
weeds,
a few
bro.
different kinds of tumbleweeds, but yeah, they are a species, or they're a type of plant. But I saw a picture of a house that just like had tumbleweeds all over it, and then
That's
like I saw a picture of a car that like fell into a ditch, and all of the tumbleweeds just went on top of the car, like they just covered the car.
You have to
I
like
saw
fight
like
them off.
I saw videos of people like like trying to dig their way through like piles of tumbleweeds that have like gathered on areas.
Do they move on their own?
I don't know. I mean, I guess because when I
No,
read it on
they
Wikipedia,
don't.
when
They
I read
move
it
with
on
the
Wiki,
wind.
Pretty sure they move with the wind.
well, when I read it on Wikipedia, it says that they seek out like
I'm looking
areas.
this up.
They
The
seek
way
out like
Pierce is talking about tumbleweeds has me thinking of like that horror movie with the tire called like
I
Rubber.
don't know how it works. Like I don't know if there's like something like still because most of the tissue in the tumbleweed are dead. I don't know if there's still like some type of like stimulus in there that controls something um that can like choose like obviously the wind pushes it, but like maybe it uses it to steer to certain type of um things. Because the whole point is to spread its seeds to places that uh
Tumbleweeds will grow.
that tumbleweeds will grow efficiently. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
they're
tumbleweeds are a plant that grow and die, and then they essentially pack the seeds in that dead little body, which is the
hmm
tumbleweed, and it's just light enough to be carried around easily by the wind. And it drops the seeds as it goes.
Yeah, so they don't specifically go anywhere.
No. But see, a terrifying invasive species that does have, some direction over where it goes. Have you guys like heard about the serious problem that is boars in the United States?
no.
Not really.
Wild boars are
Bro,
just entering suburbia and causing havoc. They're one of the top, warning red flag invasive species in the U.S.
Bro, 30 to 50
Um,
feral
can
hogs.
dude, that brings me back to one of my favorite tweets. Legit question for rural Americans. How do I kill the 30 to 50 feral hogs that run into my yard within 3 to 5 minutes while my small kids play?
It's got to be the AR-15 with a bump stock.
so I'm looking at
Oh my
the
god.
the Wikipedia page for tumbleweeds. Listen to this shit. There was a significant outbreak of them in an Australian town in February 2016 that attracted international attention. The seed heads of the weed, known locally as hairy panic, had piled several meters deep in some places, forcing residents to spend hours removing it to gain access to their doors and homes. These fuckers were locking them out of their homes. The local council indicated that it was considering attaching large vacuums to street sweepers.
Pick up those tumbleweeds.
Bro, can you imagine if we got tumbleweeds in Indiana?
You'd imagine if we got hairy panic, bro.
Carry
Bro,
panic.
I don't want the hairy panic. That shit ain't okay. What you drinking there, Sam?
Lemonade.
Oh, juice.
Oh, bro. I
It's
got
like
some
it's freshly
Minute
squeezed
Maid.
lemonade.
Ooh, I got some Minute Maid
Oh.
lemonade in my pantry. That sounds bussin'.
I got water.
I don't know why I ever thought that making lemonade would be a difficult process. It's like exactly what you think it is.
Was it just water and lemon?
Water, lemon, sugar.
That easy.
That easy.
Shit.
Lemon shake-ups are very easy to make too.
Isn't it just lemonade with like a ton of extra sugar?
It's
And
I
half
think
a
it's
lemon.
slightly different. Yeah, it's got more lemon juice in it. Pretty sure, because it also has half a lemon in it. You shake it all up.
But
Yeah,
you
you gotta
do
have
How much
it.
taste
sugar do you think's in for
granules of
those?
sugar.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah, that's
upset
just
that
from
I
the
left
super
my.
saturation. It can't no more sugar can be mixed into the drink, so it like crystallizes within it.
Yeah,
Like
Mhm.
at the
that's
bottom.
Bro,
yeah.
does Baskin Robbins still have that like 2,000 calorie milkshake?
The Oreo one. It
Yeah.
has like the highest calorie count of like any like fast food item in America.
Bro, we gotta get those.
What is it?
It's at Baskin Robbins. It's an Oreo milkshake. The large one is like the highest calorie count for uh any like fast food type place in America.
Damn,
2,600
that'd
calories.
be hard to put into
Ooh.
back.
Large
Yeah.
chocolate Oreo shake.
2,600,
2,600.
That's
bro.
insane.
There's nothing that beats that though.
That's 5 meals. Like,
Yeah, that's
most
like
people
almost
eat
two
that in
days.
a day.
Yeah, you're having that as it's that's just a milkshake.
God.
It's not even like a meal.
It is at that point.
Okay, this is interesting. The highest calorie item at McDonald's is the double quarter pounder with cheese at 780 calories. Like that's so much less.
Yeah,
The highest I'm seeing is looks like uh, Burger King has a 1,370 calorie triple stacker king.
And think about how much food that is. Like, think about how full you would get from that. And now
Yeah,
imagine just a large shake that just happens to be like 1,500 calories more than that burger.
I couldn't finish it. No way. I'd be sipping on it for days.
yeah, that Burger King one is the
But the thing
second
is,
largest.
like, it's a large shake, but like, does it feel like you're eating 200 calories or 200? Does it feel like you're eating 2,000 calories?
I
Prob.
would think
Or
so,
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
because
it's, you know,
calories are
it's a
so,
large
or
shake,
not
so
calories.
imagine it's like, you know, whatever the size a large shake is.
Bro, no, if
So
there's that many calories in it.
like my question is just, can you taste the cat? Like, are you gonna know you're eating that many calories?
It's probably so rich.
Yeah, I don't think I could get through that.
That and a meat mountain.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a meal.
how many calories were in the meat mountain?
We gotta try one. I'm surprised we
How have we
haven't.
not? Boys trip. That is a
Boys
must.
trip.
We have to get a
Yes.
meat mountain.
Only a
We just
thousand.
for the experience. Just for the experience. Will they put the Wagyu burger on there now? Will they add it to the meat mountain?
Ooh. The Wagyu burger is still here in Bloomington. They got the signs up at least.
I still haven't tried it. I think we literally talked about that last episode or something.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll admit I haven't tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich yet. I really,
What?
still?
yeah. I mean, there's just like that's the one thing Bloomington is sorely missing is a Popeyes.
Dude, that's what Muncie's
So,
missing.
uh,
There's a Popeyes in Anderson, but that's like a 25 to 30-minute drive.
That's worth it.
I don't know. Not with gas.
Not true. Yeah, I went to the Popeyes here once because it's always so busy. And I ordered a chicken sandwich, like a spicy chicken sandwich, but they gave me a regular one with like mayo
Yeah.
on it.
Oh,
you don't like
That sounds
mayo on
I
there?
fire.
was like, fuck.
It sounds fire.
Well, like, it tasted good, but the spicy is so much better.
Nah, bro. Spicy's a whack. I ain't about that.
cowardice. Gotta get
Howard.
the spicy.
I get my McChicken extra mayo.
Ooh, I know what that means.
No, bro. The best is to get the chicken sandwich, and you get some Mardi Gras mustard, and you put it on the chicken sandwich.
Mardi
Shit's so
Gras
good.
mustard?
It's like honey mustard, but it's got a tad bit of like kick to it.
Oh,
It's like
Their
imagine.
Bayou
It's like
Buffalo is so
imagine if
good.
Louisiana made Mardi, or if Louisiana made honey mustard. But I still just prefer like chicken, like a chicken tenders from there over the sandwich.
their red beans and rice goes absolutely hard.
I've heard their fries are good, and for some reason I've never had them.
Oh, they
They're
are.
really
Ah,
Yeah,
good.
they're kind of like rallies.
ooh,
Bro, Rallies is ruined for me. Ever since I drank and threw up all my chicken bites.
Bro,
oh
you got the
no.
taster version now?
The what?
Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know.
Yeah, taste aversion.
Yeah. Like whenever you're eating a food you like and you like get sick off of it, your mind tells you to not eat that food anymore.
That's so mean. Dude, our bodies are fucking dicks sometimes.
True.
Bro, they straight up be gaslighting us to see water when I'm looking far away on a hot day. Looking at the
True.
road and there's water, but there isn't.
Making you motivated to go further.
I watched a video about that and the person literally described it as our brain gaslighting us. Cause like cause there's like pressure from heat and and then like pressure from air, and it's like meeting in our eye, and it makes something that it is imperceptible to our eyes, and so our mind has to like figure out, okay, what are we seeing? And the first logical thing to match what's going on is, oh, that must be water up there. So we're gonna make the mind see water, or we're gonna make the
Hmm.
eyes see water. It just your brain just guesses what it's seeing, just
That's
completely makes it
also
up.
like why you hear like reports of people who are dying in deserts of thirst, like they see an oasis before they die. Like that hallucination just kind of expands into they believe like they see the water and like a paradise ahead, and then
Ah, that's crazy. I can't imagine that. Like, imagine being like you're not even like you're sober, you're not even on drugs, but you're so
Just
far gone that
dehydrated.
you're so far gone that like you're literally believing that you're in a fantasy world where there's running water and
Oh,
palm trees.
here's. It's not that it creates like when there's a reflection. It's not that it like creates something that our brain can't perceive. It's just the pressure is making the light refract so that it looks like a mirror.
Okay.
So it's like
Well,
reflecting
it's
the
still the
sky, and
same
that's
thing.
why it looks like water.
Still the same thing about our brain still forces us to see water because that makes the most logical sense. Is that, oh, there would be water on the ground ahead. Shit's crazy. Our minds
Yeah.
literally be thinking, bro. Every single person that
speak
you've
for
ever seen, they
yourself.
got their bro. Every single person that you've ever seen, they got their entire own life.
Hmm.
Like that's crazy. Like some random what like I don't know. I'm very
That's just
high,
one
but
of those thoughts. Think about it like this, like you're right, like that's a crazy thing, but that's just one of those thoughts that's too big to have. It's impossible to even like grasp that scale,
it can't fit in
It's
my
like
head.
8 billion individual lives that are all different, and everyone has like a, we tend to project ourselves onto others and think that people think the way we do and like the things we do, and then it's just like, but the human experience and how people think is so different between people. And it's just it's impossibly large to think about.
It's crazy.
Like we can theorize about it almost, but we could never experience it.
Uh,
The
it's just
awe.
like it hurts my brain to think about that stuff. Like everyone has their own. Like think about how much goes on in your life every day. Now imagine that times 8 billion. Like that's just happened. Like people just have their own lives, their own thoughts, their own interests.
Yeah.
It's just that's so many people.
And sometimes like too, I just like to play with the probability, that you came to exist as you are. Like think like life on Earth is on a time scale of billions of years, right? And then like
Mm,
every genetic mutation, every, like instance of like once animals are around, like animal breeding, like you were the one sperm that was the result of the one sperm, among the millions. So like the odds of you being here and being you and being in this like situation also just like impossibly low.
If a
But here we
different
are.
sperm, if a different sperm made it in, would I be a different person?
You'd at least
Yeah.
you'd look
Hmm.
different. You'd
Like
probably
like
act
how like
different.
how much different information is within each sperm? Like
A
they all
lot.
come from the
Half
same
of you,
host.
but like,
Yeah, but like
ha-
they all come from the same. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was
They're
saying like
all
would
a
I be
different
different?
combination, though.
Okay.
You would be relatively different.
I didn't know if it mattered what sperm.
Depending upon environmental conditions, you could be pretty similar, but you would never be the exact same.
yeah, you got
Yeah.
half
I
your
mean,
dad's DNA, and like it's
it's literally
theory
just
you get
like
the
look
other
at
half.
Avery.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I actually, you know what? I think I've had this exact like thought about this before, and I think I came to that exact same conclusion. Like, oh yeah, what about siblings?
If it was a different
Yeah.
sperm, you'd look a little more like that individual than you would your brother because you and your brother are also different eggs, right? So like you have different percentages of your like
Oh,
different
that's true. There is a
genes from
different
your
egg.
mom. But like if you had the same genes from your mom and different from your daddy, the difference would be more subtle, but there'd definitely still be a difference.
Well, that's like monozygotic twins, right? See how different they are and turn out. Identical twins.
Oh, I was like, it took me a minute to figure out what you were talking about. Big words. Did you guys ever know? Did you guys ever know any identical twins?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believed a
actually.
friend of ours to be an identical twin for like a year before I realized, to my disappointment, that he's fraternal.
You gonna cry?
Yeah.
Oh, twins are
Bro.
crazy, and they always be having the same. Their names always be starting with the same letter.
Do they?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, because
I
it's
don't
always
know any
like
pair of identical twins that that's the case for. That seems like cruelty.
no, because it's always like
June and Judy.
June and Judy, Bob and
Like
Billy.
my friends are identical twins, and their names start with B and M. So I don't think they followed that.
Yeah, I know a. Yeah, yeah, I don't know any of them that have the same initial. But
I've met like five identical twins in my life. Just not
like,
five
not
pairs.
five pairs.
Just five. No, five pairs of
So
I've
10
met five.
people.
The number doesn't matter. I've met five pairs of uh identical twins, and they've all had the same like they've
All
all started
five?
with the same. Yes, that's why I was like, it's common. It
What
has
the
to
fuck?
be
Interesting
to
experience
start
you've had.
I
to
think it's like a
start with the
cruel thing
same.
to like dress them the same and like just make them the
You're
same,
not
you know, like
addressing them the same. They have
no,
different
no, no,
names. They
like
just
giving
have the
them like
same
those
first
same
letter.
people are the ones that like would give them the same outfits, like little matching outfits and all that shit. Like starving them of individuality. So, yeah, bro.
Shane and Sean.
It's
That
so
one's a little too
close.
close. That one's a little
Bro,
too
chain.
close. No, it would
I
be
thought you were
something
about to
more
say
like
chain
Steve
and
and
chomp.
Shane. It would,
Shane and
no,
Sean.
it would be something more
My
like
boys,
Steve and
Shane and
Shane,
Chump.
or like uh Andrew and
Peter and pterodactyl.
True.
Nate and Neopleurodon. Do you guys like? I
Anyways,
always feel like being an identical twin would open me up to such like potential for crippling self-esteem. Because imagine like
Yes.
you know
Yeah.
you're genetically the same as this other person, and maybe they're just like they're happier than you, they're more successful than you, like they get all the girls, and you're just like, what the like? Where did I go wrong? You know, I feel I feel like the
Joker
potential for
arc.
that situation would be like terrible. So
Eh.
hope all our
Yeah, but they
any
stay
twins
pretty. Yeah,
listening
but
are both
I
like
feel like
equally successful, so there's
I feel
no
like twins. I feel like twins stay pretty close.
yeah.
Like
Most of the
twins are
time.
pretty like. I mean, closest in terms of like like their relationship. I feel like they don't get resentful like that towards each other.
Bro, speaking of twins being close, I saw a TikTok of these two, they looked identical, like German twins. and they were like laughing that America doesn't let twins like have a intimate relationship, and apparently Germany does.
Oh,
Let's go,
Nah, I'm
Germany!
fact checking
Twin
this.
incest!
twincest
Twincest!
is
Twincest
twincest.
illegal.
That's what Germany said.
Okay, Germany prohibits incest between adult siblings. I don't know why you were here.
All right, well they're about to get arrested then.
Every time we come to Sam with some fact we learned from TikTok, he always fact checks it. We're always wrong.
Well, I'm just more confused about the TikTok. Why would they like lie about that, but like actually be?
For views? Or maybe they
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
it-
but like
it's
they're
like
actually
it's a-
fucking.
You know,
they're just coming up with excuses so people will leave them alone because they know people won't fact check them unless they're Sam.
That's true. Sam, you do ruin the fun.
Alas, their one enemy showed up. Sam showed up to fact check.
sorry boys, gotta keep us in check.
Bro.
Nah.
TikTok is Facebook for Zoomers. We're afraid to admit it. It's full. It's like that's how this generation is gonna be radicalized through. This man is doing rubber pencil with his pen. It's a work and shit.
For those listening, you know that trick you do when you take a you take a pencil and you just like you grab the very tip of it and you just like wiggle it, and it like
You
looks
go,
like it's
whoa,
bending.
Classic.
rubber pencil.
It looks like it's bending, like you made a rubber pencil. That's what I'm doing with my pen
Classic 5-year-old antics.
Convince the
Bro.
convince the idiot in class that like you're magic.
right now. Yeah. Ooh. Did you guys ever like lie to people in class to like that, like convincing them that like you were magic or something
No,
when you were like kids?
can't say I ever did.
No,
I was a master
I was-
manipulator of my peers.
I was afraid of being bullied, so I just did nothing.
Oh no!
I just acted like a normal person.
Nah.
Dude's just in the
normal
classroom every
people-
day, like blend in.
Normal people, normal people be trying to trick their classmates.
Yeah, no.
You gotta
Bro.
get your way
Don't
to the
stand
top.
out. Don't be unique, kids. The other kids will make fun of you. There was a kid in my elementary school classroom who he was passionate about Star Wars and manatees, so he rewrote Star Wars, but all the characters were manatees and they were also named after everyone in the class. And everyone thought he was weird. So just like don't be unique. Don't have passion.
Nah, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with his vision.
See, looking back on it, yeah, it's like all right, he went out there and he did it. He was like
Kids
pursuing
are
that
supposed to
passion.
be-
We were bullying him for it.
Kids are supposed to be imaginative, but we bully each other for it when we're kids.
Yeah, and then as adults, we're like, you know what? That was actually pretty cool, but like the emotional damage is done.
Yep. He will never watch Star Wars or like
Yeah, so
look at another
suppress
manatee again.
suppress your eccentricities until you're like 22, then let them out.
and then make a YouTube video replacing everything with manatees.
Yeah, that kid is Mr. Beast now.
Yeah,
So,
it's true.
bro,
Mr. Breast.
talk about fucking school brought up this fucking scenario that happened in 7th grade math class. I'm pretty sure Ethan was in that
Oh
class.
god, yeah.
And so, usually I had, back in the day, I had a slide phone and an iPod
Let's
Touch.
go.
Yeah,
So yeah, you were living on top.
yeah, I was on top of the world. And I had my iPod at school just to like listen to music and stuff. And then of course I had my phone, but phones aren't allowed, so I hid that shit and well, iPods weren't allowed either, so I like had to hide both of them in my pockets. And one day in class, for some reason, my iPod went off with like a text message sound. Even though I don't text anyone on there, I just use my phone. And I immediately got blamed for it. And she was like, "All right, give me your phone." And I was like, "Okay, I have a phone, but it's off and it's not the iPod sound. So obviously it wasn't me." And she was like, "No, fuck you, just give me your phone and sit down." And I was like, "All right, fine." And so then I like discreetly pull out my iPod to see what the notification was, and there was nothing on there. My
Damn.
iPod did not make the notification sound. And I even thought it was me when it went off. And
Damn.
so it was like, I'm pretty sure like someone either behind me or in front of me got a fucking text, and then I got blamed for it because I was like, well, it was definitely me.
So sad.
Damn.
That day
I'm
Pour
still
one
pissed
out.
about it to this
yeah,
day.
like you remembered that with detail.
Yeah, I can tell that's very important. That was a very important moment for you as a child.
That was the day I learned that I could trust no one.
Damn.
Must have been the same day you told me you weren't a zombies guy.
I can't believe you would say that. Singly changed the course of history. So thanks, Jackson.
God.
My
Yeah,
confidence
if I
was
ever get to
shot
go
after
back in
that.
time,
I didn't try to
if I
make a
ever
new
get-
friend for years.
if I ever go back in time, I'm gonna go to that day, and I'm just gonna tell Lil Jackson, "Hey,
You're a zombie.
Sam's gonna ask you about this today. You are a zombies guy.
No, better
You play
yet,
zombies."
go in, busting in the classroom like the fucking Kool-Aid man. Just like at the moment I'm asking the question, and then like you, who's clearly Jackson from the future, will tell little me like, yes, I am a zombies guy, and then we'll be confused and figure it out from there.
Just for extra drama.
If I had the ability to go back in time, I would totally fuck with my former self
Absolutely.
and just be like, just bust down my door one day, "Jackson, I'm you from the future. Everything's gonna go to shit if you do not go to Target right now." And then just leave.
That's it. Just scar
Yeah.
yourself. Bro, but then you can tell yourself to start betting on stuff and making money and
Tell them to
invest in
start
Bitcoin.
betting on the horses.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think like that would be my primary objective is like, how can I use this for monetary advantage? Like, I'm gonna give you the list of the Super Bowl winners for the next 10 years. Like, here's the companies to convince mom and dad to invest in, that type of thing.
Get rich. Make it easy.
That's the goal. Kind of bogus that we haven't figured out time travel yet.
Maybe they
Bro.
have and they're keeping a secret.
Bro, no one came to fucking Stephen Hawking's party.
Maybe
Yeah.
that means we never figure out time travel.
Oh, that's sad. No one came to
God,
his
imagine
party.
if there was like one guy that did. Just one.
Time travel's real. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. We're gonna figure it out.
I mean, there's time dilation is real, which is like that's interesting. Like that's
Mhm.
time traveling in a sense. Like you go a day on a certain planet with a different gravitational pull, and then like it's been years on Earth. You kind of fast forward like that.
That is crazy. Like that's something that like kind of hurts to think about. It's just like
how time passes
how
different on
how the
every
time
planet.
just passes differently. Like I don't know, it's just crazy to me to think like that. Like imagine just coming back, you're the same age, and then everyone else is old. Isn't that the new Buzz Lightyear movie? Isn't that just the premise?
I
Yeah,
don't
there's a
know.
lot of like it's strangely like interstellar in that way. Yeah, like that's like when I was talking about like the saddest Pixar scene since Carl's wife dying and Up. It's like Buzz like seeing all these people go through their lives as he like continues to you know get involved in time dilation.
Uh,
Whoa.
Man, that shit would suck ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
okay, but what if you were on Mars?
No, I don't want to be on Mars. Phobos is falling into Mars.
Is
Slowly
that
but
true?
surely.
Moonfall? It's
No,
real?
that's real. At a rate of 2 centimeters per year.
Oh, it's, okay. That's fine. Is that going to accelerate, or is it just always going to
I
be
don't
two
know.
centimeters a year?
I don't know.
It'll probably
Our
accelerate as it
moon,
gets closer.
our moon moves away from Earth
Mm-hmm.
at like a centimeter a year.
Yeah, but we got that shit on fucking rotational lock, so the bitch ain't going nowhere.
Tidalus. Localus.
Think there's some shit going
Rotation
on the
lock.
dark side of the moon?
Uh, no, I don't think there's
There's
anything going on.
something over there.
I don't
Have
think
we
so.
been back there?
Mm-mm. Well,
Did you see that
I think
movie?
we sent a solar thing around the side.
What, Transformers?
Apollo.
I think it's
What
like
was it?
Apollo. Yeah, I think it was called Apollo something.
18.
18. And
Uh,
it's about them like going to the dark side of the moon, and there's like moon rock aliens. It
I don't
wasn't
know.
good.
People want there to be aliens, like, in our solar system so bad. They want them to be these little creatures. I just don't
You're
think
telling
that's
me
gonna
not
happen.
even one abduction story is true?
No! There's no... If aliens exist, we have not heard from them. I fully believe that. If they exist, we have made zero contact with
We
them,
got an
and they have made
alien.
none with us.
We definitely have an
I
alien.
don't
I
think
think
they
we've got
do.
an alien.
I
Yeah.
don't think they do.
You seen American Dad?
They do got an alien.
true.
All right, you got me. They do have an alien there.
And that's like I really want to believe in like the Alan Lazard, like we have
Shit.
spacecraft and did I no Bob Lazard, sorry. Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
Um
His
and
account.
yeah, his like 'cause that's where in like Call of Duty Zombies like Element 115 is the kind of mystical
Hmm.
element, and like the reason that they chose that one is because Bob Lazard claimed that like 115, which wasn't discovered at the time, was like they discovered it through this spacecraft, and it was somehow the 115 was involved in the like the engine. So
Hmm.
yeah, like
What
I
is
want that to be
115
true,
in
and he
real life?
was like a NASA like nuclear engineer. So
It's like
well, yeah. What
it's
was your
like
question?
what is 115 in real life?
Oh,
Like
It's like
I don't.
unobtainium or something.
it's like unattainable. It's like UUN. But like what does it
It's
like
called
like what is its
Moscovium.
purpose?
Yeah, I'm seeing Moscovium.
Oh yeah, they changed that was its unofficial name. But then it uh became an official element and they changed it to that. Cuz that I was going to lead into that was I hate that they didn't make the name zombies related cuz like that's the most like popular depiction of that element in
Unobtainium is
media.
element 117.
Isn't that like the like Avatar element, like
Yeah,
unobtainium.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
is it unobtainable?
Apparently, it's not real.
It doesn't exist in nature, yeah.
It's apparently scientifically impossible, but it appears in fiction. So like across multiple fictions, and it's called unobtainium as element 117.
But what is element 115? Like what is it?
moscovium is a radioactive synthetic element about which little is known. It is classified as a metal and is expected to be solid at room temperature. It decays quickly into other elements,
Let's
such
see.
as e- ehonium.
Well, there's way
Should
too
be.
many elements. I know about like a few. Like helium. That shit's running out.
How?
There's a
Yeah,
shortage.
forgot about that. How's that going? How do we end that shortage?
I don't think we can. Isn't there just a finite amount?
That's I guess not, but
That's
I
kind of
mean
scary
there
if there
is,
is.
but I would hope that we're not like nearing it. Yeah, I
Well,
should have looked into that.
no more balloons.
I should not have taken another hit from my pen. I'm gonna be dead.
Dude,
Fuck.
just like helium.
I'm running out, bro.
Bro, there's apparently another ozone layer hole too, over like
Yeah.
tropical regions this time.
Oh boy.
Damn. Tape that shit up.
Okay, here the helium shortage. Apparently, helium, like captured helium, is a byproduct of like natural gas refinement, which is like using natural gas for energy. And apparently, some disasters struck some natural disaster refinement centers, and that hurt the helium supply.
Mmm.
But will it run out?
Yeah, I don't think we're running out of helium.
Bro, they gotta be doing that more, that like reduce reuse stuff with stuff like that. Like, you're saying helium's a byproduct of that reaction, and then they're
They're
just like
bagging it
capturing
up
it
to
and
have the
making it for
funny
sale.
voice, dude.
Yeah.
Like good
They
shit.
gotta be doing that with more processes.
How about these
Yeah.
nuts?
Process these nuts into better helium.
Bro, have you ever swallowed helium? Not swallowed, but breathed in helium?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit's crazy. Make your voice all. Bro, imagine doing that while high.
I sang "Welcome to the Black Parade" on helium.
What?
How far
That's
were you
pretty
able to
cool.
get before your voice like normalized?
Like first verse.
Nice.
We should all do that while high. Imagine it.
Take helium and
Agreed.
try and sing.
But do like play like rock band.
Mm, and like sing it.
Yeah.
Isn't
We
it
need
like
to
really dangerous apparently? And like you
Yeah,
really shouldn't do it.
yeah, yeah. You're not supposed to
Eh.
swallow or breathe helium. There's a reason we breathe
Sick.
oxygen and not helium. I'm feeling like it's a wrap. I don't know. How long did you guys have going?
It's
Hour
an
and
hour
15.
12. Well, before we go, I think we should go around the horn, talk a little bit about what we've been reading, watching, listening to, generally enjoying this week, gentlemen. I think we can start with Jackson today.
Okay. I've been listening to Freddie Dredd a lot recently. Really hyped for his album out next month. Very good.
Beautiful.
Ethan?
Uh, I've been listening to Corey Wong this week, and and his album The Optimist. It's been pretty good.
Sick.
Excellent.
Sam?
Um, it's been a watch heavy week for me. Saw Thor: Love and Thunder. Uh,
Ooh.
I seems like people are divided on whether the comedy was too much or this and that. But hey, it was a new Marvel movie. I really enjoyed watching it. I always do on the first go. Um, I thought it was great. To me, it was more like just more of Thor Ragnarok, which is a great MCU movie to me. Um, Finished The Boys, another great season. No notes.
Yes.
Um, and I've started watching this new season of Love Island. I don't know if you guys have ever given that show a go, but it's like ridiculously attractive European people doing like a weird drama competition, and it's a great watch. A lot of ridiculous shit going on there. So yeah, I think that loses the
Sick.
Pierce.
Pierce,
What? What?
you're up.
What's your recommendation?
Oh, uh, I don't know. Weed is my recommendation for this week because I went to a dispensary while I was in Michigan
Sick.
Get
legally.
high.
Any any announcements about that
Next
big
week,
news?
Yeah, any updates
next week.
next week?
All
All right.
right.
This is where
And
Jackson's gonna
yo,
cap us off. It's a nice
and
fart sound.
and special guest Damn Daniel next week. Special guest Damn Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.